I'm a member of Maverick, which is a global entrepreneur and CEO organization, and we have a very active WhatsApp group, and the people in that group are very, very positive and just really strong positive energy. And so I went to my group and I told them what was happening, and I just asked them for some prayers and some energetic support as we kind of move through this. And they completely showed up for me. And so as I was going through this experience, I did impart a lot of lessons in this situation that I share with all of the CEOs that I coach. And then I created a little blog for my Maverick community, and I'm sharing that with you. So here are 5 lessons that I learned from my own experience of going through something that was difficult. The first is that the single most important skill that any leader can cultivate is the skill of reaching out for help. And this truly is a skill because for many, it's not intrinsic. People are always there for us. We simply must ask. The second lesson that I learned through this is that problems may be challenging, but they are not unique. This means that we don't have to suffer anything alone. Every problem has been solved before. We simply need to seek the guidance and the wisdom to move through it. So when I shared the medical situation that was going on with my son, so many people wrote back and said, oh, I've been through this before, or my son or daughter has been through this before. And it was so helpful to get that perspective, to know that everything's going to be fine. The third lesson that I learned through this is that community is everything. While the problem exists, there's really no reason to increase suffering through loneliness. So I live by the motto that when we become part of the universe becomes part of us. And that's exactly what that means. When we reach out, we learn that we are never alone. The fourth thing that I learned through this is that how we are feeling in a moment is simply emotion. It is energy in motion. It is just a point in time. And the energy is constantly moving and transmuting. It's always temporary and it's always impermanent. So when we find ourselves in a low point, this is an opportunity for us just to breathe. And I have another client that's going through something very, very difficult. And some of the best advice I've given him is just to move through it breath to breath. And that's been really helpful for him. To be a human being, not necessarily a human doing. We don't have to be doing all the time. Sometimes we can just be and just have faith that whatever you're going through will pass. Choose the faith over fear, trust the process, trust yourself, all will be well. And the fifth thing that I learned is that a good night's sleep is magic medicine. I made sure that that night that all of this happened, that I went to bed really early, that I shut off all of my electronics early, and I took time to make sure that I was taking care of myself. And the next morning, I woke up with such a clear head and a much better place in terms of what we were all facing. So I'm hoping that these few minutes, give you some insight and some ideas on how you can move through difficulty when you're going through something. And I'll share one last gift that came from all of this. After I shared my lessons with my Maverick community, it stimulated the most amazing conversation among the members of how my lessons helped them to go through their challenges. So we are never going through things alone. And then when we share what we've learned, that's another way to then pay it forward. So I hope this helps you all, and I hope you're having a great day. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.